guys! Welcome to my class. Our topic for today is about Pythagorean theorem. You're going to learn it here the easy way. In case you are new to my channel, please subscribe so that you will be kept updated on the next math lesson. Then, like and share so that you can also help other students. We are going to learn today how to find the missing side length of a right triangle by using the Pythagorean theorem. And we are going to learn today how to determine whether the triangle is a right triangle by using the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem states that the sum of the squares of the legs of a right triangle is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. The algebraic notation here is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. I want you to remember that a right triangle has an angle which is equal to 90 degrees. One angle of a right triangle is equal to 90 degrees. And opposite the 90 degrees angle is the side length called hypotenuse. That is the longest side of the right triangle. While the two shorter sides of the right triangle are called legs. Accordingly, the Pythagorean formula for the right triangle is the sum of the square of the two legs is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Let us work on this example so that you will be guided. Find the length of the missing side of the right triangle. Round to the nearest tenth if necessary. You can notice that the right angle is opposite the longest side, which is the hypotenuse, and I labeled it letter C. And the two legs are 8 centimeters and 6 centimeters. Accordingly, we can apply the algebraic notation c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Applying the given values in the equation, it will give us c squared is equal to 8 squared plus 6 squared. Correspondingly, 8 squared is equal to 64 and 6 squared is equal to 36. Therefore, c squared is equal to 64 plus 36, which will give us 100. On that account, we can get the square root on both sides of the equation. And we can cancel out the squared and the square root on the left side of the equation. Correspondingly, square root of 100 will give us plus or minus 10. But we do not have a negative side length. Therefore, we are going to take the positive 10. Accordingly, the hypotenuse is plus 10. Let us work on another example so that you can understand it well. Write an equation that you could use to find the length of the missing side of the right triangle shown. Then, find the missing length. Round to the nearest tenth if necessary. The opposite of the right angle is the longest side, which is the hypotenuse. And in this case, it is 12 cm. One leg is 7 cm. Therefore, another leg is missing, which is letter A. Let us apply the given Pythagorean theorem formula. A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Since we are going to find the missing side length, which is A, we can subtract b squared to both sides of the equation. And we can cancel out the b squared on the left side of the equation. Thus, we can solve now the missing side length, which is A. Accordingly, a squared is equal to c squared minus b squared. Substituting the given values in the equation, it will give us a squared is equal to 12 squared minus 7 squared. 12 squared is 144 and 7 squared is 49. Therefore, a squared is equal to 144 minus 49. And it will give us 95. To cancel out the square, we can apply the square root on both sides of the equation. And we can eliminate the squared and the square root on the left side of the equation. Accordingly, square root of 95 is 9.74679. Rounding 9.74679 to the nearest tenth, it will give us 9.7 cm. Let us work on another example so that you can hit it off. Write an equation you could use to find the length of the missing side of the right triangle shown. Then, find the missing length. Round to the nearest tenth if necessary. Opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, which is 21 cm. while one leg is 5 cm. So we are going to look for another leg. Applying the Pythagorean theorem formula, it will give us a square plus b square is equal to c square. Since we are going to find the side length letter b, we're going to subtract a square to both sides of the equation. And we can cancel out the a square on the left side of the equation. Consequently, it will give us the equation b square is equal to c square minus a square. Substituting the given values in the equation, it will give us b square is equal to 21 square minus 5 square. 21 square is 441, while 5 square is 25. Therefore, b square is equal to 441 minus 25. And it will give us 416. To eliminate the square on the left side, we can apply the square root on both sides of the equation. And we can cancel out the squared and the square root on the left side of the equation. Therefore, square root of 416 will give us 20.396. 20.396 is 20.4 cm to the nearest tenth. That is the other length or the missing length of the right triangle. Correspondingly, we have learned how to find the missing side length of the right triangle by using the Pythagorean theorem. Let us now move to the next goal, which is to determine whether a triangle is a right triangle by using the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. The converse of a Pythagorean theorem states that if the sides of a triangle have lengths a, b, and c units, such that a square plus b square is equal to c square, then the triangle is a right triangle. Let us work on this example so that you can figure it out. The measures of the three sides of a triangle are 3 cm, 4 cm, and 5 cm. Determine whether the triangle is a right triangle. Applying the Pythagorean theorem formula, a square plus b square is equal to c square. We're just going to substitute the given values on the given equation. Therefore, 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. 3 square is equal to 9. 4 square is equal to 16 and 5 square is equal to 25. Accordingly, 9 plus 16 is equal to 25. Since 25 is equal to 25, we can conclude that the triangle is a right triangle. Let us work on another example so that you can understand it well. The measures of the three sides of the triangle are 2 cm, 6 cm, and 7 cm. Determine whether the triangle is a right triangle. Applying the Pythagorean theorem formula, a square plus b square is equal to c square. Substituting the given values in the given formula, it will give us 2 square plus 6 square is equal to 7 square. 2 square is equal to 4. 6 square is equal to 36, and 7 square is equal to 49. Accordingly, it will give us 4 plus 36 is equal to 49. But 4 plus 36 is equal to 40, therefore it is not equal to 49. Correspondingly, the triangle is not a right triangle. On that account, we have met our goal for today's lesson. We have learned how to find the missing side length of a right triangle by using the Pythagorean theorem. And we have learned how to determine whether the triangle is a right triangle by using the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. To wrap it up, a right triangle has one angle which is equal to 90 degrees. And the 90 degrees is opposite the longest side of the right triangle, which is called the hypotenuse. Correspondingly, the square of the longest side of a right triangle is equal to the sum of the square of the two legs. Therefore, c square is equal to a square plus b square. However, if you're going to find the length of the shortest side of the right triangle, it will give you a square is equal to c square minus b square. Likewise, if you are going to find the length of the other leg of the triangle, it will give you b square is equal to c square minus a square. However, if you are going to determine whether the triangle is a right triangle, be sure that the sum of the square of the two legs is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. It is easy, right? Just don't forget the Pythagorean theorem formula. To conclude our lesson for today, I want you to always remember what His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, may his soul rest in peace, wrote for us. Education is like a lantern which lights your way in a dark alley. Sheikh Zayed wrote and left this quote for us so that the youth will always remember the importance of education. The genuine concern of Sheikh Zayed for his nation will always remain, as this quote will handed down from generation to generation. And to encapsulate our lesson for today, I want you to always remember that life is a math equation. You cannot get the most of it if you cannot convert the negatives into positive. I do hope you have learned a lot for today's topic and you find it easy. Okay? Till next math lesson. Bye-bye!